after I add value. The second success after I add value is if you are right for this platform of education and our health direction in the company, then I must do a good job enough to be so simple that you will see the value and see the products working for you. So there are two types of success I have here. I want the wrong person to say no. That's a success for me. But I want the right person to say yes. All right? So it's either right or wrong for this, and you'll find out by the end. That was my experience in that little entrepreneurship. Well, folks, that just opened up my mind. I sold my first book on eBay in 2008, and then it opened up my mind to online business. And once I sold one book, I figured out how to sell two. Once I sold two, I could sell 20. Once I figured out how to get a financial transaction, how to put a product where the people who need that product are looking, which is how to put a product in traffic. I always use the guys who sell water or nuts or stuff by the traffic lights. They don't go in the middle of the freeway because people are driving too fast. They go where the traffic light is, where you're slowing down. So where people are slowing down, I must position myself for visibility. And more than likely, if enough people pass me, somebody's going to be thirsty and have enough time to buy water from me. Take that and transfer it online. That is what I was learning. Where are the traffic lights that people are slowing down at online? How do I create visibility of my product or service? And how do I collect a financial transaction? It's simple. Anybody can earn money online if you learn the skills. One of the reasons I bought into this company is, one, when you're evaluating a company, the first thing is you have to look at their leadership. Who's involved? I'm not getting involved with anybody who's scamish, schemish. What are these people's track record? The two individuals is David Immunity and Ivan Tapia. Go research them. Do you know why I tell you to go research them? Because of my confidence of what you will find and who they are. Together, they individually did well over $130 million in commissions, being leaders in the field of the network marketing or direct sales. So in the field, that was their personal results. They brought the same system they used for that level of success, and they now formed a company where other leaders who are coming in can apply their same system. And somehow, if you put in the potential and you lead in other conditions, you too can have those results. No guarantee, right? No guarantee. But if you're a hard worker, you're a leader, you have drive, you have big dreams, you can see, you could develop your belief and you could develop your leadership skills, then probably you too can have big results here. So they formed this company. The name of the company is called NVISIONU. And their real heart for this company is that it becomes a health and wealth company. Now, when you see a man like Ali saying he's really in construction and he comes across into an area that is probably almost opposite to what he is doing, you have to take note of that. And more of that is going to happen in our world. Why? I'll come back to that event. Because in times of change, learners inherit the earth, while the learned is beautifully equipped for a world that no longer exists. Ali has probably read the play. While people may always want to build physical buildings and build physical houses, or however he can apply a skill, he cannot do that forever. If he establishes a company, somebody can go out and work for him, but he physically cannot do that forever. If you ever read the book called The Parable of the Pipeline, you will know as you get older, you don't want to carry the same weight of buckets that you did when you were younger. What you want to do is build pipelines. Pipelines can get water without you carrying the weight. What is a pipeline? Passive income. What is buckets? Buckets is what you call, what's the type of income? You call it, it's slipping my mind, but that is where you go out to earn. Somebody remind me, not active. It's slipping my mind. You go out to earn. You go out to go to work this morning, right? That's that type of income. But if you don't want to go to work, can you still get paid? Then you would have had to build a pipeline, something that can pay you and get water to be transferred without you getting out of bed. No, that is wise thinking on Ali's behalf. What he's doing is putting things in place and developing new skills. Somebody's going to help me here. Linear income, beautiful, directly tied. I put in time and I get money. So watch this. They're bringing a new and exciting approach through advancements in health and wellness. You're going to see the different modalities we have to take your vitamins and stuff. Very exciting. So it's health and wealth products, and the goal is to impact people's spirit, body, and soul, right? We want the world to envision you. Very simple. Let's keep it clear. There are two lines of products here. One, digital education. You would remember back in the day where parents would buy an encyclopedia for their family. The family can go and they can research, they can read, and they can learn. Well, the principle of the personal development of a family remains the same, but the modalities have changed. Nobody buys encyclopedias anymore. As a matter of fact, Google, click and order has replaced brick and mortar. So you have companies that exist totally in the virtual world. You can open a store, do drop shipping, and you don't have to have one shelf, one place of inventory. You don't have to have a place with a welcome sign. You don't have to get up and open your store physically, but your store is open digitally every day. People can go to your Etsy store, purchase your t-shirts, and you don't have to print the t-shirts. A company will print the t-shirts, ship the t-shirts to your customers. All you are doing is placing it in your virtual store and driving traffic to your product. Put a 1 in the chat if you know that that is real, that is researchable. Everybody knows that. Put a 1 in the chat if you're with me. Today, people own stores that are not physical. They're virtual, right? You are a store owner and you can come up with anything. They're digital products people sell today, not physical. And people will buy from all over the world if you have a way for them to give you a financial transaction and you know how to market it. That's reality. Now, do you have skills in the area of digital entrepreneurship to make money? Would it be wise for you to develop skills because you know where the future is going? A new skill could get you a new stream of income. In the pandemic, people were developing new skills. They came out of the pandemic with new streams of income. Why? Based on new skills. Because what new skills allow you to do is to keep giving value. That is how you earn money every day. You earn money every day because of the value you bring to the marketplace. But what happened is a lot of us are stuck on what we learned, past tense. And what we learned, it does not have as much of a high demand on that type of skill set. There are increasing demand on new skill sets, but we don't have those skill sets, but we can learn. If you look at the word learn, you'll see the word earn. What you learn is tied to how you earn. So you can learn in the area of technology, which is metaverse. All right, let me go here so you can see it. All right, technology, metaverse, gamification, NFTs, tokens, Web3 technology. Well, if that confuses you like it confused me, it already says there is a gap or a digital divide where technology is leaving you. So if those things don't make sense to you, get the course now. Now, let me say this to you. The future of employment is understanding the context of the metaverse. The future of employment. I remember, I don't know if there's anybody from Trinidad here. I remember a security guard used to be at the gate, well, not at the gate, where you going to the airport for parking, you know, as they're letting you in, you have to, it says, take a ticket. And as you're taking a ticket, there's a security guard and he has this thing here and he's writing down your number plate. When I drove past him the first few times, I smiled because I lived in the US and I returned home. And I remember when people were at the toll booths where you have to stop and give them a give them your cash to keep going on the I-75 or wherever it is. And they used to take your money. And then after a while, they came up with something called the Sun Pass, where you just drive and it automatically comes off your debit or your credit card. Boop! And you don't need anybody to take out any cash. Their jobs disappeared like this. You know why? Technology. Folks, can I say this to you? And I don't want to make you sad. I hope what you're doing cannot be replaced by technology. And can I say this? There are robots already painting nails, doing manicures and pedicures in California. Put a 2 in the chat if you've seen that. Some of you women in here say, I would never let a robot paint my nails. I'm going to see you in the mall. Give you 5 months. I'm going to see you in the mall. You're going to have a robot named Barry. He's going to be painting your nails in about 7 minutes. His perfection is going to be like nothing ever before. And Barry's going to ask you, are you satisfied? And if you're not satisfied, he'll paint it over for you in 3. Go do research. It's to the T, in the way your nails are going to be looking perfect. So you say, well, I will never be replaced. Okay. That's what they're doing. Why? Because they want to increase efficiency. Learn new skills. They will never make you irrelevant. Learn new skills. You will not become irrelevant. Invest in this for your family. Keep your family sharp on the skill sets. That's what I did. I got all the courses for my family. All. And not just for my family, under my household, cousins, sisters, everybody. Hey, you need to take this course, Airbnb. I finished trying to show you all that. I've given you the vision of this thing, because some of you will hear about this thing from a wrong source and you will not understand the vision of this thing. Real estate. Do you know that many of you can earn money after 5 in the evening and between 9 in the morning before you get up to go to work? Do you know you can develop the digital skills to earn from the Airbnb industry without owning a property? But if you are unaware, you cannot profit from ignorance. You can only profit from your knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. Wisdom is the actual practice, but we cannot get to wisdom if we don't first have knowledge. And we will not get knowledge if we're blocked off and closed off to anything that sounds different from what we have always done. If you keep doing what you've always done, you'll keep getting what you've always got. Turu. Oh, what the hell is Turu? It's the transport parallel to Airbnb. This is what people are doing. Let me say this to you. Do you know they're teaching you to get credit? Get vehicles that people want with good credit without you putting any money from your pockets. You're putting a nice chauffeur in there and people are flying in just like they want Airbnb. And your vehicle is doing their transport around the city like a personal chauffeur and a personal driver. Besides just renting out your own car for other people to drive it, they are paying you for that service. Transport where they don't need a license, they don't need insurance, they don't need all of those things. They just show up and somebody's picking them up at the airport. Hi, Mrs. York, I'm here to pick you up. 2-row service. Where to? My hotel. Beautiful. In the morning, what time do you want to leave? 8 a.m. Where are you heading? I want to head there, there, and there. I'll be there. Treating you like a king and a queen. You don't understand that there's money to be made here. If you live in a country that has tourism as a major aspect of income, like Jamaica, my wife is from Jamaica. You need to be on this type of business now. Don't wait till it gets popular. You be the first one to get on it. Right? This is powerful. The next one is financial literacy. I tell every family deserves to be financially literate. Hold 1 second, guys. Let me just give my dad a key here. Every family deserves to be financially literate. Can I say this to you? I've seen the pain of financial illiteracy. Don't do it to your family. It's never too late. Don't do it to your family. Just have people earning and they don't know what to do with money. I'm not ashamed to tell you, I've made a lot of money. My family had never done financial literacy. I personally pursued the education, but as taking responsibility as a father, I got married to make sure my wife and I sat down and we did the terms and did the training together. My kids are 4 and 5, but don't feel I'm not sharing it with my cousins who are teenagers. Don't feel I'm not telling them, hey, you need to get this. Don't miss out on the power of financial education. I don't want you out there earning and not understanding the power of what to do with a dollar. All right, make sure everybody just mute your mics, please, right? What to do with a dollar. And then we have our digital marketing course. This is very powerful. If you're on here as an influencer, if you're on here to build your personal brand, if you have a small business and you don't know how to actually market the service that you have, you need our digital marketing course. There are skill sets to be seen and to be known on these social media platforms. Don't do it randomly. You could do it professionally for yourself now because you've learned the skill of how to do it. Those are our courses, guys. The 3 sprays. Why a spray? I remember preaching in St. Martin and I fainted and they had to rush me to the hospital. I got food poisoning. I shouldn't be there. I should have rested, but just bad mind. I say, I'm going to finish this thing. The next thing I got up is a man speaking to me in French who was a doctor putting something under my tongue to get me revived. I didn't know anything about why under my tongue. I just trust the doctor. Folks, that's because the absorption rate into the blood is at 93% when you place it under the tongue versus pills, capsules, patches, liquids, injections under the tongue, a spray. So how would you like to take your vitamins through the modality of a spray? 8 sprays under the tongue. We are solving 3 major problems. The problem of people lacking energy. So you get your B12 from a spray right under the tongue. Make sure you mute all your mics, please. Let me just make sure to do this. I don't want any distraction. Boom. All right. Crave. This is my new favorite. Can I tell you? I don't like caramel. So that flavor, you know, I was just like, I don't like caramel. I'm not going to take caramel. But can I tell you this? When I take my Crave in the morning, this Crave is really helping me. It really controls this food craving. It's actually my new favorite. I don't know if many of you have tried this, but look, the ones who are in, this Crave is powerful. I actually used my belt on a new hole on the loop that I have not used before. My friend who does help me with editing stuff came at me and said, Luke, what are you doing? I mean, I did go back to the gym, so that helps. But this Crave is powerful. This Crave is my new favorite. And people are now messaging me, I have no more products. I have a little bit, but it's become a new favorite. The women are going to love this. Men are going to love this. This is powerful. And then dreaming. I didn't know how many people had problems with sleep. Now, by the way, look at that statement on the bottom. They're very powerful. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. So let it be clear, we're not making any claims here. You try a product, you experience, you're satisfied, you share what you've done, but we're not making any claims, any health claims. Because I always know there are people on the presentation say, yeah, the guy said, once you take it in about 2 minutes, you'll fall asleep. And I only fell asleep in 5 minutes. So I want back my money. I need back my money right now because that sleep came about 3 minutes late. Don't worry, I have enough experience. I know them. They'll be on this presentation recording me and putting words in my mouth. That's why I read that disclaimer statement. Now, let me share a part with you that really turns this entire customer experience into a business. Traditionally, if I have to market this, put it in a newspaper, put it online, pay an influencer, put it in on the radio, put it in a magazine, right? I put out millions of dollars so I can promote it. That will create people who will come to experience it the first time, then a customer. Here, what we do is we let people try the products and the courses first. it produces a satisfied experience. And out of their satisfied experience, we let them share with their community organically. And instead of paying millions of dollars to all these traditional marketing methods, we take that money and we put it into a compensation plan. So if somebody moves a course for us, we pay them. If somebody moves products for us, we pay them. How many of you have ever been paid by a company for sharing about their products? Like you satisfied with a spa, you're satisfied with your nail tech, you're satisfied with a restaurant, you're satisfied with the movies, anything. And because you shared it with a friend, the friend went and participated in the product or the company, the service, and the company calls you back and says, Letitia, this lady came to do her hair based on your referral, so we want to give you $100 credit towards your next service. Letitia, did you ever get that? No. Anybody ever got that? A company rewarding you for doing the marketing of their product? Anybody? No? All right. Well, we're not the only ones that are doing it. All right. There are a lot of companies that are doing that now because they realize the power of a personal referral. Now, if you're international, you can only do the digital packs right now. Why? The company's leadership has made a very solid decision that they are not pushing products into any country that we are not licensed to do so. This is that type of company. We do things above board. So as we work out, which is in first quarter, we're going to have about 9 different international locations that are ready to get products and understand that the Caribbean is very high priority. It's one of the #1 producing as far as revenue for the company in the Caribbean. Did over $1 million US in sales within the first 3 to 4 weeks, the Caribbean. So it's a big territory for the company. So if you're international, look at the bottom line first. All right, 1 course, $199. Now, this is a year program, but how they do it, just like a 4-year course in college, you pay your tuition semester by semester. Here you do month by month. So $199 to start and on $130 a month. And it's micro learning. So they release two weeks of coursework. Take your time and you go through. It's video plus every 2 weeks, you go live with the mentor. All right, behind the course, a certified financial expert. Somebody's asking about Canada. Canada is considered international. Canada is considered international as well. I'll talk to you about that, Stacy, but Canada is considered international. Now, 2 courses, $499. Now, here's what I say. Let the need lead you. Your need. Don't think of money first. Think of the need to add value to your life. I know sometimes you want to start with money. One of the most powerful things I learned is don't start with money, start with vision. There are conferences you need to go. You don't have the money to go to it, but don't give up on going to that conference because you don't have the money. Believe. Do something new to save the money. Ask somebody to help you. Don't just say, well, I don't have the money, but you know you need to go to that conference to grow for your professional development or you know what it is. Don't just say because you don't have the money, you're not going. Let the need. I need that conference and that conference needs me. So let me believe. What can I do? When I was playing national cricket, you know, they didn't sponsor everything for us. They said, you have to come up with some of your gears and stuff. My father didn't have the money to buy it. But I really wanted to go and I wanted my new pants and my new bat and stuff. So they gave us this sponsorship form and I went bold and brave, you know, at 14 years old. And I started to talk to people in my community, talk to people in my church. And I said to them, could you support me buying a glove? Could you support me buying a shoe? Could you support me? That's how I did it. And then when I looked at my gears, I had the full set of gears to play national. First tour to England. I didn't have the money. But where there is a will, there's a way. Put a 4 in the chat if you agree with that. Where there is a will, there's a way. You make it happen. That's the type of attitude I have mentally. If I need, I make it happen. Where there's a will, there's a way. 2 courses. All right, that's $190 a month. Everybody does Netflix. We pay for entertainment. Why can't we pay for education? 4 courses, I call this the family pack. $1,000, it's $250 a month. So I'm letting my family grow. We are going to capitalize on each of these streams. So that's on average, we'll have 3 to 4 new streams added to our family in 2023 as we learn these things. 3 to 4 new streams in the Quamina household. Because I didn't start with money, I started with what? Vision. That's what I want my family to look like in 2023. Not 5 ways, 8 ways. So let's add a new 3 streams. As you spend money, you'll get points, reward points, just like if you travel. And those reward points can go to anything you can redeem in our ecosystem, sprays or courses as they're released. By the way, we have a lot of beauty products coming out first quarter. You're going to be super excited. We have a new marketing system where you don't need to talk to anybody. That's going to be, oops. I was not supposed to say anything. Make sure I'm not being recorded. Am I being recorded? Don't say Luke say. Don't say Luke said. We're putting a tool in everybody's hand. I said it already, it's out. We're putting a tool in everybody's hand where you don't have to talk to anybody, basically. You could be like Victor, who owns Victoria's Secret, and let everybody buy your stuff, and they don't know who you are. Sprays and courses is going to be very powerful because we learned that not everybody likes to talk to people, but if they have a tool, tools make work easier. So that's what we're going to do. If I could, hey. Let's just say it's working, right? So you could do retail sales, make a little bit of profit. Now, let me just get into 3 other ways you can make money. You got to get out your way. When you bring a partner on board, what you're basically doing is potentially opening a market. So let me go through some names. You see like a Kenton here. If I invite a Kenton to the platform, what I know because of Kenton's influence and experience, he has relationship up throughout the islands. So when I recruit a Kenton, I'm not recruiting Kenton for just Kenton to study the courses. I'm recruiting Kenton because I realize Kenton can open up markets. Markets meaning produce customers. And when customers buy into the company because of my leadership efforts, I am rewarded handsomely. So I'm understanding the business model here. So if somebody joins you at a bronze pack, you'll get a $50 one-time commission. A silver pack, $175. A gold pack, $350. Now, that's exciting money because whatever you invest, you could get back in your first month. Like if I put $1,000 to get at a gold pack, I know if 3 of my friends join me at a gold pack, then I get back my $1,050. I'm in profit already. But that's not the exciting part. What is exciting is your friends also get the same system to work for them. Your friends can make 50, 175, and 350 day one, just like you did. So I don't get any added advantage because I joined first in one sense. This payment plan is unlimited for the rest of your NVU existence. How powerful is that? As a matter of fact, this week, if I recruit 1 person at a goal, but somebody I brought in recruited 5 people, they make more money than me this week. You're only rewarded based on your efforts. How powerful is that? I love that. So people you bring in can make more money than you. And so if somebody invited you on this call, you're not at a disadvantage to them. As a matter of fact, you could go make more money than them. All right, and that's happening in the business right now. On the second level, that means they're introducing others, they get paid, but you will also get paid for people coming in on the second level because you started that line of business, even on your third level as you grow in the company. Now, envision this with me. Every month, each family blesses 2 other families by teaching them about this platform, just by sharing a video with them. Each family blesses 2 families by showing them the value of what we have here, by sending them a video. They can see it. If I keep up with that and teach every family to do that, in 4 months, I'll have 16 families learning In 8 months, we can have 256 families. In 12 months, we can have over 4,000 families. If all they're doing is taking a spray and a course from the company, that's about 75 CV. That'll be 300,000 plus in organizational volume coming in from the amount of sales that my organization is bringing into the company. If I started at a gold pack, I'll be paid 20% on that, which is $60,000 a month. Silver pack, 15%. Bronze pack, 10%. Envision that. This is not overnight success, but one night you will have that success and it will be over. Now, in corporate world, you train somebody and they go and replace you, take your paycheck. Over here, when you help somebody to earn money that you've brought in personally, you'll get a 50% check match. So the more people I help to make money, the more money I make in this company. Why are we doing that? Because we learned what gets rewarded gets repeated. That also happens on your second level as you grow Ruby and above in the company. The last thing I'm going to show you here is, this is based on customers. This is not based on recruiting. A lot of people, when they see businesses, they say, so if I don't recruit anybody, I can't make no money. No. What if all you can do is get people to learn on the platform? You share what you're learning, and they now want to learn financial literacy. You share what you're benefiting through the sprays, and they now want sprays from you. What if 6 families are learning financial literacy because you're learning financial literacy? You're not out here to build 1,000 people. Just 6 families from your church. And what if I told you 3 of those families can come from my support and only 3 come from your network? The company is going to pay you $500 US a month. An extra 500 US can stop a lot of foreclosures and stop a lot of divorces. Well, folks, if you believe we can help a lot of people earn an extra 500 US with just 6 people, look at level 4, $4,000 a month. What's half of that? 50. That means if I can help about 8 to 9 people earn that 500 US, then I can be able to grow to a level of 4,000 US dollars a month. That's 48,000 US dollars a year. Folks, when I share these things, I want to make sure to say that your reward will be directly based on your efforts. This is not a recruiting, who coming first, who is on the top. A lot of those things are things people assume because they lack the knowledge of how this works. You could come in early and make zilch. Why? Nobody is paid unless products are moved. Nobody will grow unless they learn. If you buy the course, you never sign in the course, you never learn. How will you develop an income from the course? You won't. It's not that type of business. This is where you actually have to learn and you actually have to work. And then your efforts will be rewarded accordingly. That's this type of business. And I want you to hear the stories of individuals, from Deborah to any other individuals. This is important because I could give you a fancy presentation. If it doesn't work, it don't work. You have to know that people are actually using this thing and it's working. After that, you make a decision to get started. I have to run, but I want these individuals, and I know we have leaders on the call here who are going to make sure that we close this off. Let me say this. We're going into Monday. Do you know a lot of people get stressed out on Sunday nights? Do you know why we do this presentation on Sunday nights? Because people really sometimes just get very anxious about Monday morning. They're heading to a place that their psychic compensation is 0. They get a salary, but they're not getting fulfillment. They get nervous. They probably work with people they don't want to work with, work for people they're not necessarily excited to, and work for a salary that does not get them excited, keeps them month to month. Sunday night is the best time to really think about how you're going to spend the rest of 2023. Are you going to keep doing the same thing, expecting different results? Folks, this is time. Let me say this. I ain't nothing special, but this is the era I believe we're in. Retool and upskill. Don't walk flat-footed in this economy. You will get run over. Retool and upskill. You don't have to put it on the internet and tell everybody that. Just go do it. I can show you receipts. I don't need to show you rank. I can show you receipts. 14 years online. Receipts. What I did in COVID. Receipts. That means it's done, paid for. Money already spent. Why? Because I had the skill when people didn't have it. They now rushing to go learn it. But I had it before the time came. Wisdom is to prepare before the opportunity comes. So when the opportunity comes, you're prepared. But to wait to prepare when the opportunity comes is to wait too long. Too late shall be the cry. So this is my prophetic call to you. I'm a John in the wilderness of business, crying out, saying, prepare the way. For the time will come where you will need digital skills to survive. And if you don't have it, my friend, then you will not be able to participate in the harvest that will come for those who are prepared. For he who sleeps in the time to sow will not reap in a time for harvest. Don't say I changed the Bible. I'm just giving you a parallel to business. But that is the truth, based on solid proverb and wisdom. So I want to bring on my good friend Deborah, who's going to give you the end. Get started right now. Is it going to be a task? Yes. Is it going to cost you? Yes. But what, you show me one thing of value that don't cost you anything for free. How much can I really expect if I did not pay a price? Even salvation, people say it's free. Somebody paid a price. A big one too. The entire life. So I'll leave you with that. Deborah, I'm bringing you back on. Close it off. Such a privilege to partner with you, my Jamaican superstar. I look forward to seeing you in the Diamond Circle, and also my good friend Ali. Just call on me anytime, my friend, and I'm there to support you. Super excited. God bless you guys. Right back to you, Deborah.